So, guys, the auction. Now, I know some of you wanted me to make a preview every day of the auction. I don't know if I should. I feel like there isn't really much to talk about with this one. It's literally just one slot. And you gotta wait 20 hours before you're even able to bid. Which is one of the reasons why I think... Why I think the auction is pretty crap, if I'm honest with you. I know it's supposed to be an auction, and this is what an auction is supposed to do, where the prices increase until someone wins. But you're not bidding on one item. You're bidding in order to be part of the top percent in order to obtain one of the however many items there are. And in this case, it's this. It's this one here. The full metal camouflage for the Forest Witch, which I think looks absolutely beautiful. I think it looks... Well, I mean, the tank itself is ugly, but the camouflage is just amazing. They've taken a fantasy tank and tried to make it look more realistic, and I think it just looks great. It's an amazing looking camouflage, and I can imagine this is going to go for a substantial amount of gold. Because right now, the starting bid is 100 gold, if I'm not mistaken. You can have a look here. It'll tell you there, right there. Starting bid, 100 gold. Now, the problem with this is that, as I said, you have to wait 20 hours. This is one of the biggest things. I had a discussion with a good friend of mine, and they were running through the auction with me, and they were saying that the points that I made in my previous video, it was almost as if I changed my perspectives to a more positive outlook. And I'm trying to look at this positively, but I have a feeling that a lot of you people out there are not going to enjoy what's coming up in the auction because of how expensive the prices are going to be. You guys preferred the Dutch auctions, as they say, where the prices actually go down. You enjoyed it because there were the tanks, okay? You had the prices, they went down every 7 or 8 hours, and you had multiple lots going at once, whether it's 3 or 4 lots all at once. So you had a choice between choosing this and that. And I made the statement yesterday. Sorry about that. I wasn't expecting that to fall down, but it did. I made the statement yesterday where I said that it would be better if Wargaming implement the Dutch auctions, but instead of just having tanks, also have camouflages, okay? And have different currencies for each lot. Have multiple lots, have different currencies for whatever else is offered, okay? Sounds like a good point, good idea. That's what I think Wargaming should have done instead of literally giving us an auction. Now, some of you seem to think it's a good idea that we have, quote-unquote, an actual auction. But again, this same friend also pointed out to me that an actual auction allows you to see who was the highest bidder. This does not allow me to see who was the highest bidder and what the highest bid was, or the highest of bids were, the percentage was. It just gives you an idea that you need to bid 25% or more higher than what the highest bid is currently, or like the highest sort of number is at the moment. So it's not entirely reflective of an actual auction. And that's the reason why I have a bit of an issue with it. And again, pointed this out as well, this is going to benefit Wales more so than it's going to benefit the regular player base. I have some people that tell me, oh, you're just saying that because you're poor. I'm not poor. In no way, shape, or form did I mention I was quote-unquote poor. No, I can afford most of the things, that, if not all the things that we get in Blitz, including the $2,000 stupidly overpriced Chieftain. I can purchase it if I want to, but I can't justify doing that because it's a stupid purchase. It's an idiotic purchase. I'd rather put that money in investing than putting it on a stupid game. But my point is that it's not about whether you're poor or not. This auction and stuff like this, the the Full Metal Camouflage, which this is the first time it's ever been released, and it's releasing for gold, and I can guarantee you this is going to start a bidding war with the top 25%, and it is going to go haywire. I guarantee you this is probably going to go over 7,000 gold before someone wins it, or before the 250 people win the auction. Because there's 250 of these available. Now, yesterday's one was Legendary Camouflage for, for the AMX 50B. Now, that one sold apparently for 6.5 million credits or something like that, or over 6 million credits, which again is not a huge amount. It's the price of a tier 10 tank, but it's still a lot of credits. And were there people who would, justify? And you also had to have the AMX 50B. Like, you weren't going to bid on something that you didn't have. Like, the only reason why you'd want to bid on it is because you have the AMX 50B and you want that camouflage. That's the idea. I don't know. Am I sort of crazy for thinking that this auction is just shit? Am I? Am I really? Do I really believe that? I don't know. I feel like this is just a really shitty attempt at making something that seems logical and seems like a good idea just overly complicated and not really worth your while. I don't know. I'd like to know your comments down below. I don't even know if I should do a preview every single day of this bloody auction, because there is literally nothing to preview. I'm just discussing my thoughts and opinions on this thing. There's literally nothing to talk about. I have nothing to talk about with this, because it's just a camouflage. That's it. You have to wait 20 hours before the next lot comes in. Or as soon as the next lot comes in, you've got to wait 20 hours before you can even start bidding. Right? That's for me, that's just stupid. Why can't we have multiple lots and then make it last for 20 hours? Right? Why has it got to be one lot at a time? Because that's just ridiculous. You're just going to make people get impatient and wait for 20 hours before they're even able to bid. It's a stupid concept. I just don't understand Wargaming's logic with this. I genuinely have no idea why they thought this was a good idea to implement this auction style in Blitz. They're going to get feedback from this, and they're going to realize that they made a big mistake because they didn't do this the correct way. That's the problem. Again, there are going to be CCs, and there's going to be players out there who are going to say, no, Eco, you're wrong. I like these auctions because it's an action auction. Be my guest. You want to think that? You're more than welcome to do it. I will stand by, and I'll stand by the point that the Dutch auctions were better. And by Dutch auctions, I mean the prices went down. You had a set number of tanks that you can purchase. Yes, on the APAC and the NA server, there wasn't a lot of tanks to choose from, unfortunately, like in terms of the quantity. It would have been great to have a bit more. But my point remains. It would have been great if they implemented the changes that they made in this auction, but with the Dutch auctions in sort of in line, right? So, my point is, have the Dutch auctions, as you normally would, have the different tanks, have multiple lots per day, right, as they normally are, but instead of just having for gold, have tanks for credits, have tanks for gold, have, tanks for golden tickets, have camos for credits, camos for gold, camos for golden tickets, have those currencies available so people can choose whether or not they want to purchase that tank or not at a cheaper price. Do you see where I'm coming from here? Like, it's not just... I'm not just finding something, I'm picking something to say. This is a response to someone asking me why I'm not doing, or why should I do... I should rephrase it. A couple of people were asking me if I was going to do auction videos every day, like I was doing previously, right? When we had auctions. And I'll be honest with you, the answer to that question is probably going to be no. Because there's nothing to talk about. This is just a brand new camouflage. And that's it. There's no tanks to go through. There's nothing to really discuss. So this is probably going to be my last video talking about the auctions. If there's something interesting that comes up and I think is worthy of talking about, then perhaps I will talk about it. But for now, as you can see, you've got the camouflage for gold, We had the other Camouflage for credits, which makes me believe that the Blitz 9000 tank is probably going to be sold for golden tickets. Or gold, one of the two. But it most likely is going to be gold. But then again, since we've had already credits and now gold, it's probably going to be the golden tickets. So, yeah. Do with that information as you will. I'm not promising that it's going to be for golden tickets. It's probably most likely going to be for gold because it's not a tank that people really desire to have. But, nonetheless, it is coming. I just want to finish this video off by asking everyone to let me know in the comments down below what you genuinely think about these auctions. Be honest. Be honest. Don't sugarcoat it. Be honest. I want Wargaming to see what people think about this. Because personally, I think that shit. I'll be honest with you. Like, it's nothing special. It's just annoying, if anything. Like, it's like, it was exciting to see what the new batch of tanks was going to be every single day. Now, oh yeah, Camouflage. Awesome Camouflage. Beautiful Camouflage. I freaking love it. But, like, there's nothing else to talk about it. It's just Camouflage. What else am I going to talk about? The features, the design, the color, like the color and the saturation, right? The details, you know, the foliage or the camouflage sort of netting on top. Like, what am I going to talk about? It's literally just the camouflage. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down below, guys. By the way, the giveaway has ended. It ended this morning for me, which means yesterday for you guys. I've already picked the winner. I've recorded the video. It's going to be in a YouTube short video, so just stay tuned for that. Just a heads up, FYI, Martin is away. He's on holidays, but he'll be back briefly to gift the winners of the music boxes. Now, for me, it's just a winner, so one person has won 10 music boxes. But there's other CCs that have obviously done these giveaways, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. But anyway, regardless, thanks guys, I appreciate it. And as always, look after yourselves and stay safe on the battlefield. Bye for now.